Stop just going through the motion. Stop doing the sacrifices just because you think that's the rules. He wants them to make it a part of their life. Because when you make worship a part of your life, your evil deeds are gone. You stop doing wrong. You learn to do right. You will seek justice. You will encourage the oppressed, and so on and so on. Your life will literally change without you even knowing. And you'll look back at who you used to be, and you will see a vast difference from that moment where you decided to live that lifestyle of worship to then. It'll be a big difference. So worship is not just bowing down and serving, but loving God to the point of submitting completely to His authority by giving yourself completely over to Him as His servant. Ben, in simple, plain terms, it is Ben. Being God's servant because you love Him and want to honor Him. If it was just that first one, I wouldn't want to be involved in this. I wouldn't want to just be someone's servant to go through the motions with no love for that person, with no honor for that person. Because I embrace that second part, it is a wonderful lifestyle that I am so happy to be a part of. I am God's servant because I love Him and I want to honor Him. So that is what worship is. Now, why do we worship? The most annoying thing that my dad ever did, and I love my dad, by the way, he's one of the biggest influences in my life, he's amazing, but the most annoying thing that he ever did was when I'd ask him a question, and his answer was, because I said so. Oh. Dad, can I please take the car? No. Why? Because I said so. Dad, can I please have cookies for dinner? No. Why? Because I said so. And my dad was in the Air Force, he was in the military, so that answer was probably given to him, God only knows how many times. All right, when you're in the military and someone says, go take that hill, you don't say, why? Come on, can we just stay in camp? It's not a big deal. No, go take a hill, you go take a hill. Wake up at 6 in the morning and run 5 miles? Come on. Sleep in just once, Sergeant, one time. No, you don't ask those questions. You go. So when my dad said, no, you can't have cookies, he didn't have time to give me the whole reasoning because, look, Nick, if you eat cookies for dinner, then the fat intake that you take in will greatly increase. And when you go to bed, you're not going to have time to burn off those calories, and you'll begin to look like this when you're 27. Anyways, moving on. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say, why do we worship? Because, next. I'm going to give you some reasons. I'm going to give you some actual legitimate reasons why we would do this. So let's break it down. Why do people bow down to people? Because they are submitting themselves to authority. Now, but why would I do that? Why would you or I, in today's society, go up and bow to someone? Well, maybe you do it as sort of that sort of soft bow because you're very sorry for something. You're going up to somebody to apologize. Perhaps you might feel some inclination to sort of lower your head just a little bit when you're apologizing. You've done something horrible to this person, and you need to apologize. Maybe you bow your head just a little bit. I've caught myself doing it, and maybe you do. Another reason why we might bow, the exact opposite reason. We are so grateful for something that person did for us.
Dad, I want a cookie.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We bow maybe a little bit. Maybe you do that. Maybe another reason why we bow. We are asking for a very big thing. We have a very big request to ask for somebody. So perhaps we might bow just a little bit when we're asking for that thing that we really want. That might be some reasons why you would, in the Hebrew form of the word, shachah to somebody. Okay? Now, why would someone willingly, not because they were captured and made to be, but why would someone willingly give themselves over to be a servant to somebody else? And remember we talked about what a servant is. It's giving yourself completely. It's a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week job. There's no time off. There's no breaks. When you are a servant to somebody, you are their servant. You do whatever they say, whenever they say it. You don't ask why, and you do it. Now, perhaps it's to pay off the debt. This is the classic sitcom joke. Okay? One of the most classic sitcoms ever, Seinfeld. If you've ever seen this show, you might know that at some point in the middle of the series, they were doing this whole bit about how Jerry was going to get a show on NBC. And he was making a pilot. And the pilot episode they made was Jerry gets in an accident with somebody and has to be his butler to pay off the debt. Okay? Pretty much every classic sitcom at some point has an episode where the main character becomes a servant to somebody else because it's funny, it's silly. But that might be one reason why you would be a servant, willingly become someone's servant for a period of time, because you need to pay off the debt. You owe them something, here, I'll give you myself. You take me as payment. Another reason might be just to get something that they want. To get something that you want from that person. Somebody has something really sweet that you like. You don't have enough money to pay for it, so you're like, dude, I'll be your servant for like 7 years. There's an example of this in Scripture where a guy named Jacob is out in the field and he sees this hot woman shepherding some sheep. And he's like, I wish I was those sheep. And hang out with her all day. So he finds out who her father is and says to him, yo, I will really like to marry your daughter. He's like, oh, okay. You see, I have to sweeten the deal. I'll be your servant for 7 years if you let me marry your daughter. And so Laban, the guy, says, that sounds pretty sweet. I'll take that. So 7 years go by. The wedding feast is there. The ceremony. Tritcha gave him his other daughter, Leah. The Bible, it's a weird way to describe her, but the Bible says she had weak eyes. Not that she couldn't see well, but that she just had this weak look. Basically saying she was unattractive. Okay? Leah, I'm sorry. Can you hear me? That's what it says. So 7 years again, he has to work. So 14 years, basically a career of being a servant to marry a woman named Rachel. Luckily, I didn't have to do that. I got my Rachel at a relatively low price. That sounded really horrible.
Yes, it very much did.
I'd like to rewind and take that back, but I can't.
You can't on the video.
So, another possible reason why you might become someone's servant willingly is just out of an overflow of respect and love for that person. The best example I could come up with this one was Batman's butler, Alfred. Right? Batman was a great superhero, but where in the world would Batman be without Alfred?
Dead.
Nowhere. Alfred was up late at night sewing his costumes, mending his wounds, making his breakfast, escorting his lady friends out of the house in the morning. That's what Alfred did. He gave his life over to Batman to help Batman. It was lovely. He didn't owe Batman a debt. He didn't really want anything from Batman other than to just honor him and to respect him and to serve him. So those are some basic concepts of perhaps why you might worship God. I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I do. Okay. My mindset when it's time to worship, when I'm in a worship service or I'm in prayer or even on like a mission trip or something like that, my mind goes through some stages. Okay, let me break these down for you as simple as I can. First thing that usually happens to me is I start to get really apologetic with God. I start to apologize a lot. I begin to remember these things that I've done that I haven't dealt with God yet, perhaps these sins that are in my life that I haven't dealt with, and I become very apologetic. I say, I'm sorry, I don't know how many times, and I ask for forgiveness, I don't know how many times. That's usually what happens first. And when I'm done with that, I begin to become very humble. Because I just then realize that this God who created the universe has forgiven the stupid stuff that I've done. And that verse is in Psalms, I believe, where it says, who am I? No, it's not in Psalms. Who it is? Who am I that you are mindful of me? Who am I that you are mindful of me? That verse plays out in my head so many times because I can't stop thinking about how crazy it is that this God of the universe is in any way interested in what I'm doing.